Hey, Randy Collin here with Boatworks. Hey, the heat of the summer's here. We're averaging 100-degree temp days. The water temperature around here on the average is 86 to 91 degrees, depending on what lake you're at. A lot of tournaments still going on, night tournaments and day tournaments. Anyway, right now, fish care is most important right now. And how I'm going to start each and every tournament, I'm going to dump anywhere from 16 to 20 pounds of ice in each live well when I get to the lake. Then I'm going to turn on my pump, fill up the live wells, and then I'm actually going to turn them to recirculate. And that's where I'm going to leave them at all day. I'm going to immediately put in some G juice or some kind of fish formula. This I think is one of the best ones on the market. And then I'm going to carry another bag with me, and I'm going to have another 20-pound bags of ice. If I end up having to add water back to that, I'm going to dump ice in them too to keep that water temperature down. Another thing, if you deep hook a fish this time of year, I always carry a good pair of dikes. Don't pull the hook out or anything. If he gets down there gill hooked and stuff, I'm going to reach up there and I'm actually just going to clip the hook off, leave it in the fish. A lot of times they'll regurgitate or somehow and get it back out of their own throat. But to keep bleeding to a minimum, I'm going to carry 7-Up or Sprite, something with citric acid in it. If I do have a bleeding fish, pour that on it immediately, put the G juice to it, put them in there, put them down. And another key that I have found lately, a lot of these foam noodles that people, float noodles, actually buy some of them, cut them and split them in strips, and put 4 or 5 in each live well. When you open live wells with this, and I've just done it lately, the last couple months, those fish are absolutely, when you open the live well up to look at those fish, them still thinking they're under a piece of cover or something, that they don't jump around, they don't slosh around. Plus also on a rough ride, it keeps them from banging up on top and hitting your lids and stuff on that rough water back end. And a lot of people use the fin clips. I am not a fan of these. They're a temporary fix to keep a fish that has got the bends, that has been pulled up from deep water. And you don't have to pull one out of deep water. The other night fishing a night tournament, I caught him out of 10 foot of water and I still end up having to needle a fish. There's 1,000 different how to fizz a fish. You can go through the side, go through the mouth. I can do it. It's not very hard. Yes, you can hurt a fish if you do it wrong. Through the side, you're not have really any danger of that fish being harmed. You can go to any farm and home supply store and 16 gauge needle, and you can buy these. They're 97 cents is what you can get. I carry 2 or 3 in the boat all the time. Make sure that fish is, when you do go to pop them, stick it in. I usually go through the throat. You're not going to let it go for maybe 4 to 5 seconds, and then pull it out, let the fish go, and he'll immediately stabilize. The biggest thing about the fin clips is you put them on it, yes, it makes the fish stabilize and sits in the thing, but I promise you he'll end up needing fizzed at the end of the day. But anyway, these care tactics will definitely keep your fish alive and keep you going fishing another day. Check out boatworks.com.